Listen, if you've been broken up with recently, or you're going through a lot with your family, or with your friend groups, or just life in general, and you're just heartbroken, and you're just sad, this video is for you. Now, before we get into any of this, I have to say your experiences are valid. It's sad that you're heartbroken, okay? It's sad that that person left you, or it's sad that you've been treated badly by somebody, maybe it your family member or your friends, or just life has been throwing shit at you. It's sad. I get it. I acknowledge it, and I'm with you. So, first of all, before you do any of this, stop romanticizing your sadness. Stop being a sad emo person. Okay, that is not your personality. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. You are just constantly listening to sad music, watching sad movies, and just associating yourself with sad things all the time so that you could prolong the feeling of the heartbreak because you are so comfortable staying in that space. Don't do that to yourself. Don't. It's not doing you any good or anybody around you any good. Nobody wants to be around a sad person. Even if you're not putting yourself out there that way, people can sense your energy. What you're feeling on the inside, people can sense it. Life is not out to get you. Nobody is out to get you. Okay, people go through things all the time. Everybody goes through something. Everybody has to go through something so that you learn something from it and you get out of it and you come out of it stronger, happier, and a better person. Step number 1, cry it out. If it's a fresh, new thing that has happened to you and you're in shock and you don't know how to process anything, cry. Cry and dwell on it for like days, weeks. But then at a point you should be like, okay, I'm done crying. Cry so much that you're so done with crying about it. Every time something bad happens to me, my first instinct is to cry. I just cry. I cry like a baby. I cry all night, and then the next morning I feel lighter. And no, crying does not make you weak. Feeling your feelings fully, being vulnerable, and crying, it's not a sign of weakness. It is, in fact, a sign of strength. Because how weak are you if you can't even let yourself feel your feelings completely? Make that make sense. Now, once you're done with crying, it is time to pack it all up and get on with life. Because nobody is waiting for you, life is not waiting for you, time is not waiting for you. Okay, you can't take so long dwelling on that sadness, romanticizing it. Next, be so grateful. Be so grateful for everything around you. It can be the littlest thing, having food on the plate. When you're sad and you're heartbroken, you have no appetite. Normally, you don't like to eat, you don't want to eat. So, having food on the plate at that point in time, it seems like a big thing. And it is. So just be grateful for littlest things like having food on the plate, having a roof over your head, and having people around you that you can go to at times like this. But most importantly, be so grateful for the thing that put you in that heartbreak, the person that left you, the person that treated you badly, the situation that happened to you. Be so damn grateful that that happened to you because you know damn well at the end of all of this, the winner is you, is gonna be you. Now, have you seen how the most beautiful pieces of art, music, poetry, dance, and stories usually come out of immense heartbreak and pain? That's the point. Let your creative juices flow. When you're in that state of heartbreak, I don't know what magic happens, but the creativity in you, in me, just flows. Just recently, I was going through something bad, and before that, I was actually supposed to come up with content ideas, and I could not. I was in a block. Then something bad happened, and I was like crying, I was sobbing, I was like, and I could not stop. I'm in my notes app noting down content ideas And it's just going point by point. I'm just noting down video ideas and I'm like, wait, it's true. This is true what they say. Be your most creative self. Make your most creative pieces of work. Next very important thing, you need to work on yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and you need to do all of that when you are alone. It is one thing to go to your friends, to talk about what has broken your heart, just to cry to them, but you really need to learn to be alone at times like this. When you are alone and heartbroken, it is the most perfect opportunity for you to grow your self-love, for you to start to get to know yourself really, because your thought process is not normal. Every sort of negative thought comes when you're alone and heartbroken. Every past trauma keeps coming back along with this new one. So you can really monitor how you talk to yourself, what your thoughts are telling yourself, and just change them. Change your beliefs. If there's a thought that comes up saying, oh, I must have done this, that's why this person did this to me, be like, no, it wasn't my fault. They just left me because they didn't want to be with me. Or they treated me that way because they don't know any better. It really wasn't my fault. And I would never do something like that to somebody. Just that little change you can only make when you're actually alone by yourself. This isn't gonna be the, oh, you should journal, do the shadow work, prompts, sort of thing, because I have never journaled. I could never get to build that habit. If you are a person who writes things down, then go ahead, great, good for you. But if it's too much, then just work it all out in your head. Because when I had my biggest sort of heartbreak in college, I was left completely alone, and that was not by choice. I had no friend group to fall back to. My friends were there, but I had closed myself off involuntarily from everyone. I stopped reaching out. I was just there in my room by myself, alone. And I used to go and have meals by myself. I used to take walks by myself, and it felt so uncomfortable in the beginning. But I am so grateful for that thing that happened, because now I love my own company, and it is very mandatory for all of you to build a relationship with yourself that you end up loving your own company so much. Because are you telling me you can't even spend a meal by yourself and you always need some sort of company? That's not a good thing, bro. You be by yourself and your thoughts all just come back and you're just not ready to face it. Seems like it, but you really need to. If I wasn't in that phase, I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have gotten to know myself. I wouldn't have gotten to love myself, my physical self, my emotional self. I wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to find things that make me happy. Not find myself again, actually really find myself for the first time in life. Because I never really knew who I was. Because I never really spent time alone by myself. I never really knew what I really liked. I was just leading my life on the basis of what other people told me. So when I got to be really alone, suddenly I started going for movies by myself. Suddenly I started going to have meals by myself. And suddenly I was just getting more comfortable in my own space. A little too comfortable. That's also not a good thing. Bro, I was solo dating before solo dating was even a thing. And that journey really got me to saying something I never thought I would say my entire life. Okay, I remember this one day, I was sitting in my college car, some canteen, having a meal by myself. I was on the phone with a friend and I was like, damn, I'm so grateful for this life. 3 years ago, hell, 8 months ago, I would have never imagined saying that. Okay? I didn't even want to exist. Me saying I'm grateful for my life, miracle would have never happened if not for that journey. Next, two things you would never do before. You want to be your most unhinged self? Go ahead. You want to go with your friends for night outs and just have a lot of fun? Go ahead, do it. Don't get me wrong, not have fun with other people. If you watched my previous video, you would know that is something I do not preach. So, no, fun as in just fun stuff. You wanna go party, go party. You wanna go on trips, go on trips. Just have too much fun, just have a lot of fun. Because you need it. After all of that crying, after all of that work, you need it. Go to events, find new work opportunities, meet new people. But the point behind this is just to feel like you've been set free, like there's like a release, and you can just be you, just like that. And then a very common advice: find a new hobby, new interest, new project, new things to do. Start learning something new. Start the project that was been overdue. Just do new things that get your nerves all up. And in between all of this, if you find yourself falling back into a past harmful pattern, or you find yourself crying over something you thought you were over, it's okay. Let yourself feel it, because healing is not linear. It's not a path like this. It's, you can't, there are going to be phases where you're a little more sad, little more angry, and you want to spend the day eating ice cream and crying. Just, it's fine. Let yourself feel it. Find that one friend or that one friend group that you can go to for anything. If they want to bash the people that treated you badly, your ex, your family, your friends, whoever, your other friends, whoever it is, but who will also give you a shoulder when you want to cry, and who will also encourage you to do those fun, unhinged things. Find that one tight-knit friend group that you can fall back on. Just your girl gang, your people. If you don't have those people, don't desperately go looking for somebody like that, because when you're not used to your own company, you're usually desperate for some company. So when you look for other people from a lack mindset, you will attract the most trash people in your life. That is also a lesson I learned when I was in that phase. I was not used to being alone. I was like, I need some friends. I need somebody to hang out with every day. I ended up with the most toxic friend group I have ever been with. If you're watching this, you know who you are. The way they treated me, don't even get me started. That is a story for a whole another video. Trauma. Don't go looking for just somebody to hang out with because you don't have anybody right now. Look for new friends when you're okay, when you're ready for some actual genuine company. And at the end of this process, I don't know when that end will come. For some people it may be shorter, for some people it may be longer, but there will come one random day where you will look back and it will strike you. Oh wait, I'm over it actually. And that is the moment you'll realize that you've not only grown out of your bad heartbreak phase and you moved on from it, but you've grown out of it with so much knowledge about yourself, about the world, about the new interest or hobby that you invested your time in, and you're meeting so many people and you've gained so much wisdom. Girl, that will be the moment when you realize you've won. You won. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it till the end, I highly appreciate you. I hope you found this a little helpful. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And just tell me your stories. Tell me your stories of how you chose to love yourself again. Tell me your stories of how you chose to find yourself again. I would love to read them. And I'll see you in the next one.